Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha. Uttaram Yat Samudrasya Himadreschaiva Dakshinam Varsham Jaratam Nama Bharati Yatra Santatihi. Welcome to all for this session on Skanda Purana, chapter 9 of Kaumarika Khanda under Maheshwara Kanda. In the previous chapters, we were listening to the story of King Indradyumna, who left, who was asked to leave Damaloka after nearly 100 kalpas because his fame in the earth was diminished. He had performed lot of donations in the form of constructing the water sources like the wells and ponds, various things. These are called as kalpas. And once people forget whoever has done it, his fame is over and he will have to get down from the heaven. So Brahma told him to return back to the earth and asked him to establish his fame and find out whether his fame still exists anywhere on the earth. Then he went to Markandeya Muni, who is living since last 7 kalpas, and then to Nadijanga, living since last 14 kalpas, and then to Prakarakarna and all, living since last 28 kalpas, and then to a eagle who was living since last, a vulture that was living since last 56 kalpas. None of them knew about him. We are listening to the same story. Let us continue. The owl here says, because we still have not gone up to that vulture, the Indradyumna has only come up to the owl, and the owl had told that it doesn't know about Indradyumna. Thus, everything, the owl is telling this, thus, everything connected with my previous birth has been told, namely the form, the cause of long life, and the birth as an whole. After saying this to that one having the same name as Indra or King Indradyumna, when he stopped, the queen Nadijanga, who was sad, spoke these words to his friend. Nadijanga said, "The purpose for which we all have come, O highly intelligent one, has not been achieved. Therefore, it has come to this that all the three of us should die. If Indradyumna is not recognized and known this, gentle sir, we all wish to die. Follow him in. Indradyumna is ready to die. Following him, Markandeya will die, and it is clear that I will too will die after him. Fie upon the life of the affectionless, evil minded one who watches his friends dying as the task of his friend is unaccomplished. Therefore, O bird, I shall follow these two who are dying. I take leave of you. Here is my final obeisance and embrace. After being unable to accomplish what has been promised to my friend, to a promise to a friend or to a guest, who is at that, who is it that those who have shattered hopes yet desire to live do not feel ashamed? Hence, I shall undoubtedly enter fire along with these two. I have taken leave of you. Out of affection, kindly offer me water libations. When Nadijanga said thus, the owl steadied himself and spoke these words of nectar like sweetness in a faltering voice and with tears in his eyes. Uluka, the owl said, if you die when I was your friend, when I'm your friend, when I'm alive from today onwards, who will take the desire? I mean, who will take the friendship of my heart? Who will going to accept the feelings of my heart? There is a great means of escape, a way out in this matter. There is a friend of mine on the mountain, Gandhamadhana. He is a friend as dear to me as my own life. He is a vulture who has lived a longer life than I. He will know and recognize King Indradyumna. So saying thus, the owl stepped forward and stood there. He, the king, the sage, Markandeya, and the crane, all of them went together to Gandhamadhana. On seeing his friend coming and standing in front of him, the vulture came out from his nest. He was very delighted. He came before all of them, duly welcoming and honoring them at outset with great hospitality, offering of seats and foodstuffs. The king of vultures asked the owl his objective of visit. He replied, "This crane is a friend of mine. The sage is his friend. The third one is a friend of the sage. It is on his behalf that this matter has been taken up. He will himself live when Indradyumna is seen and recognized and not otherwise. Clearly, he will enter fire, but we will also do the same thing. He has been forbidden by me because I know you to be long lived. So if you know him, tell us, grant the lives unto the four of us. After protecting us, obtain good reputation and the destruction of all sins." The vulture said, "Since my birth, O owl, 56 kalpas have elapsed, but King Indradyumna was neither been seen nor heard of. Indradyumna was struck with wonder on hearing it. Though he was distressed, he asked the bird the cause of his long life. The vulture said, "Listen, O gentle sir. Formerly I was born as a monkey. I was very fickle. Once in the due out of seasons, the season of spring appeared. On the 14th day of the bright half of the month of Chaitra, the constellation being Hasta and the yoga being Harshana, the Damanaka festival was celebrated in a Shiva temple in the middle of the forest. In the temple named Jagadjageshwara, in front of the Lord of Devas, the origin of the world. The linga had been placed here in a golden swing by the people. At night, I climbed onto it and rocked the swing again and again for a long time on account of the fickleness natural to my species. In the morning, the people who came there for the purpose of worship saw me, a monkey, in the swing. They beat me with sticks and rods. I died even as I was within the swing in the temple of Shiva. I died due to their many hard beatings and blows as unbearable as thunderbolt. Thanks to the greatness of swinging Shiva, I was born in the palace of a king. I was known as Tishdhaja and was the son of the Lord of Kashi. I had the power to remember the incidents of the previous birth. I succeeded to the kingdom and inherited great fortune and power. I celebrated the Damanaka festival popular all over the earth in the month of Chaitra. As one swings Shiva station in a dola, that is swing, all inauspiciousness vanishes and merit comes, O gentle sir. I took Shiva Diksha initiation for the purpose of the worship of Shiva. I was consecrated by means of all consecratory rites by Shivacharyas, preceptors in the sacred rites and literature pertaining to Shiva. After getting all the consecratory rites ending with Nirvaha Diksha of completion and conclusion from the Agamas, I became rid of Pashpashas, bondages of individual souls. With the mind internally directed, I thus propitiated the Lord of Devas, the consort of Uma, the preceptor of the worlds, and the cause of the destruction of all distresses. I restrained the activities of the mind and practiced vairagya, that is a detachment, having no attachment to the worldly affairs. I repeated the Uddita mantra and meditated upon its meaning. I thought of the eighth sentiment, that is Adbhuta or wonder, on knowing that I was unaffected by antaryayas, that is the obstacles or hindrances through pranidhana, the abstract contemplation. the deep rooted practice, Hara became pleased and said, Ishvara said, O Kushabhraja, I am satisfied. Choose whatever is desired by you as your boon. None else has such a steady spiritual practice on the whole of the earth. On hearing this, Shambhu was told by me, I shall be one of your Ganas with his body itself. The Lord spoke the words, so be it. Then he brought me to the Kailasa and granted me an aerial chariot which was studded with all precious stones. It was a divine aerial chariot equipped with divinely miraculous features. Steady seated in it and delighted very much, I used to move about. After the lapse of some time, on this very mountain in spring, when the gentle southern wind was blowing, I was seated near the window of my Vimana and saw the daughter of a sage. The fire of love blazed in me. O gentle sir, that I saw the daughter of sage Agniveshya standing in water without any clothes on. He was on the threshold of youth. He was a Shama, that is a little dark in complexion, with slender waist. She was fawn eyed. She had ample buttocks. Her thighs resembled the interior of the plantain tree, full, round, and lovely. Her breasts were very close to each other. Beauty was gradually sprouting in her body. Her face resembled the lotus that was in full bloom. They could be adequately described only by good scholars, and that too in accordance with their intellect and not in accordance with her intrinsic nature. Her side glances were like volleys of arrows. Smara, god of love, also seemed to occupy her body himself and struck me hard with those arrows. She was playing as she liked, surrounded by her friends. Impatient with love, I got down from the aerial chariot and objected her. On being seized by me and placed in the aerial chariot, he lamented loudly for a long time, shouting, O father, O gentle sir. Her friends were very sad. They ran to the sage and said to him, Your daughter is being taken away by a certain Vaimanika, one moving in an aerial chariot. O holy Lord, she is crying, save her, get up. On hearing these words of those girls from all round, the gentle sage, the storehouse of austerities, Agniveshya hurriedly came up to her in the sky. Stop, stop, said he to me, and restricted my movements through the power of his penance. The infuriated sage then spoke these unbearable words to me. Agniveshya said, My daughter was carried away by force by you in the manner in which a piece of flesh is carried away by a vulture in the sky. So be a vulture now immediately. My daughter, an ascetic girl, has been abducted by you against her will. O vicious one, obtain its fruit now itself. On hearing this, I was overcome with fear. I bent down my face with shame. I grasped the feet of the sage. I fell down at his feet and grasped them. I lamented loudly. I then said thus, She has not been accepted by me after knowing that she is an ascetic girl. She has not been outraged till now. O ascetic, be pleased, take back your curse. Ascetics naturally forgive those who bow down. They are good people, so be pleased. Let me not become a vulture. When I sought refuge in him and bowed down to him thus, the great sage became appeased and said, My words cannot at all be untrue. When you assist in recognizing King Indradyumna, you will get freed from the curse. After saying this, that sage took him with him his daughter, whose modesty had not been violated, and went to his own abode. I became a vulture then. Thus, O gentle sir, Everything has been recounted to you. My birth in the royal abode was due to the walking of the swing of Ishvara at the time of celebration of Damanaka festival. This is how I became an attendant of Shiva and later was transformed due to the curse of Agniveshya into a vulture. Thus ended chapter 9 of Kaumarika Khanda under the Maheshwara Khanda. Namaste Sharada Devi Kashmira Puramasini Vamaham Prarthaye Nityam Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.